In Matthew 5:4-16, God tells us that we are supposed to be a light. What does that mean? The verse says this: "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." So all of this means that instead of hiding your light, all of the things that you do for Jesus, when you're kind, when you're thankful, when you're filled with joy and kindness, let it show. Don't ever hide it from other people. You've been given your light to let people see it so that they can see the goodness of God. How can you let your light shine this week?
Welcome back. We're a couple of days in now, and I'm going to be honest, I have not put deodorant on in multiple days. I walked by one of the contestants, and their nose started bleeding from the smell. My name is Jacob Lewis, and this is The Last One Standing. Locust Tribe, Ark Tribe, welcome back. This is week 2 of Last One Standing. Last week, we were sad to see Jordan go home after, unfortunately knocking that bucket over. His tribe felt it was his time to go. But this is a new week, a new immunity challenge. So I'll ask the Ark Tribe for the immunity necklace back. This is on the line again for your entire tribe to receive safety for the week. We have a new competition. Let's head that way.
Yeah, I'm having a great time so far. You kind of picture going out to like an island scene. You might go a little hungry, got to live off the land, but there's a good selection of snacks. They're treating us well here, so I'm having a great time.
Tribes, welcome to your next competition. Again, safety for the week is on the line. Today's challenge will test your accuracy and strategy skills as a team. Each of you will take turns going one at a time, tribe between tribe, throwing a ball to make it into the middle of our bullseye. We have our bullseye here, and the team with the most balls in the middle of the bullseye at the end of the competition will be the winners for the week. Ark Tribe, you won last week, so I'm going to give you the option. Would you like to throw first or throw last?
Last, yep.
All right, the Ark Tribe has elected to throw last. So Locust Tribe, you'll be throwing first. Go ahead and take your first throw.
Got it.
A little backspin, but it falls outside of the bullseye. And it sits slightly outside of the bullseye. Back to the Locust Tribe. Your throw. Just a little bit outside. Tried to play the angle of the sand. It did not work. Over to the Ark Tribe. Ooh, took an unfortunate bounce and sits outside of the bullseye. Back to the Locust Tribe. With the bounce method not effective. It lands outside of the bullseye completely. Back over to the Ark Tribe. That is officially one for the Ark team. It is now 1-0. The Ark Tribe has the lead. A nice touch and rolls right to the outside of the bullseye. Back to the Ark Tribe. Goes to try to knock the other one in, but it did not work. Good strategy though. Back to the Locust Tribe with the backspin. The backspin, ineffective. Went for the knock-in again, but it falls outside of the bullseye. Another backspin throw. That lands inside the bullseye. It is now 1-1. A great touch throw by Hannah, and the ARC team takes the lead back 2-1. Oh, and Dio almost hits the other team's ball into the bullseye. Oh, they're bound and determined to knock that one in, but it has not worked. It has not worked. Nathan with the final throw. If he does not make this in to tie it, this competition will be over. And it sits down inside of the bullseye. This comes down to the last throw. That is a perfect bullseye. The ARC Tribe are the winners. And for the last throw, the winning throw, I will give you the immunity necklace for the week.
Hey Jacob, I challenge you to read a chapter of the Bible.
Okay, all right, challenge accepted. Maybe I'll even read a chapter that has something to do with water. Maybe the one like Jesus walks on the water. Because my challenge to you is I would like for you to go run into the lake.
Challenge accepted.
Locust Tribe, unfortunately you're here again 2 weeks in a row after an unfortunate loss, which means you have to vote someone else off of your tribe today. So I'll call you forward one by one. You'll cast your vote, place it inside the book, and we'll see who's voted off this week. Nathan, would you come start? Travis? Tyson? And lastly, Theo. Locust Tribe, you've cast your votes. Our first vote of week 2 is for Tyson. Tyson, there's some Z's on here. It'd be apparent that maybe some people have some problems with your sleeping. Next vote is for Nathan. It's one for Nathan, one for Tyson. We have another vote with a little bit of a statement behind it. I'm hungry. The vote's for Nathan. And lastly, Nathan, I'm sorry, you are not the last one standing.
Man, that was a tough decision. I really hate to see Nathan go. I really liked that guy, but we're trying to survive out here. We all gotta eat. I mean, can you hear my stomach grumbling right now? Look at that. He's eating my muffin right now. That's my muffin. It's not all his food. Man, I hate to see him go though.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset that he ate all our food. Luckily, I have extensive survival experience, so later I'll be sharpening a stick and spearing a fish for my dinner and then foraging for berries for dessert, but still, I really would have loved to have some muffins. Oh well, I guess.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't know that food was for everyone. I thought it was just for me. And I mean, no one really spoke up. I guess maybe looking back, I heard some of their stomachs growling a little bit, but other than that, I mean, I genuinely feel super bad. But, you know, a little disappointed to be voted off this early in the game, but you know, God's got more stuff in store for me, so I got a lot to look forward to.
Join us next week on The Last One Standing.
Hey guys, I am so excited to see you guys this week. And remember how last week Hope was talking to us about standing firm? Do you guys remember that? Well, she was telling us how God has prepared us to stand firm in our faith. It was awesome, and we're gonna keep talking about this. But one thing I wanted to talk about today is, why do we stand firm in our faith? What is a reason that we are so excited about standing firm? And one of the biggest reasons that I can think of is the fact that we, you and me, are citizens of heaven. Do you guys know what that means? Being a citizen of heaven means we have a special place with God. We have a special place with Jesus, that He's our home, that we're loved, that we're unique, that He has some big plans for us. And He has some big plans through us, that He can use us, He can use you and you, all of you, to do some pretty cool things for Him. And in our Bible verse, in Matthew, it tells us that you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. You guys, when we're citizens of heaven, when we're loved by God, we're that. We're a shining light for other people to see God. Isn't that super cool? It's like my candle here. I love this candle. But right now, it's just a candle, ordinary. But when I light it, even if, now that it's lit, even if the lights were to go off in this room and it would be completely dark, guys, I could still see. My friends could still see because there's a light. And that's just like you and me. We're a light for Jesus, showing other people the way. And in our verse, it says, nobody lights a candle and grabs a bowl and then does this, right? Well, because if the light were to go off, I couldn't see, neither could you. No, instead they proudly put it on a stand for everyone to see. And that's just like us, right? We don't hide our faith. We don't put a bowl over our faith. No, we stand firm in our faith, knowing that we are a light for others to glorify Jesus.